Hello, peoples. This is Mystic Jinx Thinks peeking in with Becca Chew. Today is my first live show. I'm a little nervous about it. I have Becca here to help me find any comments in the live chat that I might miss. I'm going to try today to explain Teresa Halbach's and Carmen Boutwell's family trees and show you the misconception of them being cousins. Would you like to say hi, Becca?
Hi, Becca.
Hi, Becca. All right, so
Hi. Can
go
you
ahead.
hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Can everybody hear
Okay.
Becca?
It wasn't lighting up on my end. I don't know why it's not. All right. Anyway.
I see you. I see your little thing bouncing. I just want to
Okay.
say hi to Sammy and Susan and Linda checking, Cherie, Jennifer Manning. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you guys all coming to watch my live. So let's get started with my little presentation of why
Yay.
Teresa Halbach and Carmen Boutwell are not related. They do share a common relative, which I will show. I'm going to start with showing you Teresa Halbach's family tree, which does sort of connect to Carmen Boutwell's tree by a relative. This is from Ancestry. I use Ancestry all the time. I've been a genealogy buff for
I was just going to
13,
say,
14 years.
Jinx is the person to talk to for anything genealogy. If you have any questions about that, Jinx is your lady.
So this is Teresa Halbach. I'm going to start with her. She was the victim in the Netflix series Making a Murderer, where two wrongfully convicted men still sit in jail, Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. She is related to Richard Halbach, which is her father. And he died in 1988 when she was just 8 years old, who is related to Cyril. Cyril would be Teresa's grandfather. And he died in 1995. He actually died in the house that Teresa Halbach was living in at the time of her going missing and being murdered. Now, Cyril Halbach, he is the son of his mother, Elizabeth Mullenbach. Now, this is the family that will have the connection to another family, which is a separate tree. So Elizabeth is the daughter of this Jacob. We got to go back generations. Elizabeth is Teresa's great-grandmother. So Jacob would be her great-great-grandfather, her second great-grandfather. It is this connection here. This man, the great-grandfather, has a brother. His name is Stefan Mullenbach. Stefan Mullenbach would be Teresa's second great-grand-uncle. This is a man who was born in 1850 and has passed away over almost 100 years ago in 1924. This is the common relative to this Casper tree. He married an Eva Catherine Casper. Now, Eva and Stefan would have children. Those children would be related to Teresa Halbach through the great-grandmother Elizabeth. The children of Mullenbach and Elizabeth would be first cousins, which would make Teresa, who is 3 generations back, to the children of Mullenbach, she would be the first cousin 3 times removed. Now, this is her tree. Now, we're going to move on because this woman has a brother, and his name is Peter. This would be an in-law to only Stephen Mullenbach and not Teresa's line of Mullenbachs, not that Jacob. So this is his in-laws only. So his kids, Edward John Casper, his kids would be first cousins to the same set of children, the Mullenbachs, through Stephen and Eva. Now, they're cousins, and on the other side, the other two, Elizabeth, are cousins. But this Edward John and Elizabeth are not cousins. These are now two separate trees, okay? So then this is how it starts to get a little entangled. Edward John Casper, who was the son of Peter, the brother-in-law to Teresa's second great-granduncle, has married. He married a woman named Antonia Schmitz. Antonia Schmitz had children. If they had children, they would be the first cousin one time removed to that one line, Stephen and Eva's family, but not Teresa's family in the Mullenbeck tree. It would just be that one branch. So they're related, okay? Now, Antonia has a sister. Her name is Salome, I'm assuming it is. Now, Salome Schmitz, she marries into the Suckawouty tree. Now, she has a son named Joseph, who is Carmen's grandfather, who had Judith, which is Carmen's mother, and then Carmen. So Carmen also shares a relative, a cousin, the cousin of that Edward. Let's go back to him. So Edward has kids that would be her first cousins 2 times removed. They'd be first cousins to her grandfather. So she is related to this family in this Casper tree. Now, she is not related to the family of that Jacob Hallenbach, but the Stephen Hallenbach and the Eva. Okay, so what you're seeing here is, I'm going to show you this screen. This is the 3 trees. Let me open this a little. So you have the Halbach tree, and in this Halbach tree, you have these ones that are cousins. In the middle, you have these ones that are cousins, but not cousins with these Mullenbachs and Teresa Halbach. In the last tree, I'm going to make this purple, you have Carmen's family, who is related to just this part of the Casper tree and does not connect to the Stephen. So what they both have is Carmen Boutwell has a cousin in this Casper tree. Teresa has a cousin in this Casper tree. And then those 2 cousins, without any relationship to either one of Carmen or Teresa, are cousins right here in the middle. Again, this red one right here. Yeah. So they both share a cousin that has a cousin that is related to the same family line. It's not really cousins for Teresa Halbach and Carmen Boutwell. So I'm just trying to point this out because it's been recently said, and it has been said for years since I've been on this case in 5.5 years, that Carmen and Teresa are cousins. It is just an untrue fact. It's a moot point. Why would it be relevant if they were cousins? It might be relevant because they might share some kind of DNA that might, link back to bones or DNA in any of the cases that would show that they could have used Carmen Boutwell for planting instead or in lieu of Teresa, if Teresa's still alive or if they never found her body. Now, it's mute because there is no relationship there. And there's also no mitochondrial relationship there. So it would be pointless to even point it out, in my opinion. So if there's any questions, if I can explain it any better, please go ahead and ask me. I really don't know how to explain it any better other than each of them had a cousin that was related to the other tree's cousin.
So basically, in layman's terms, you're saying that Carmen and Teresa share no family DNA?
Not whatsoever.
So there is absolutely no reason to involve Carmen in this case at all, because the only reason why she was involved is because those might be her bones at the salvage yard.
Well, it's in some people's thoughts, and I kind of agree. It's irrelevant if they're related at all. But I'm not
Yeah.
saying that it isn't possible that if the bones are not Teresa's, could they be Carmen's? Could they have switched all the DNA with Carmen's? That I don't
Yeah.
know. But what I do know is that there is no family relationship. And so when people are in those, those black holes and they're digging around in those rabbit holes and then they see that, oh, Carmen and Teresa might be related. How does that affect this case? How does this affect either of their cases? Well, the point is it's mute. There is no relevance in it at all. So it really should not even be spoken about, in my opinion, because you're speaking a false narrative. They are not cousins. They are not related in any way. They have two cousins in one tree that are cousins with each other, and that's it. They have no common DNA whatsoever.
Yeah. Thank you, Jing. Sammy says very interesting. Now it makes sense.
Okay, well, that's good. I hope it does, because I've been trying to figure out how to explain it and show it in work.
Yeah,
all
checking
day.
convictions says, yes, thank you for making this right after 5 years. We know there is no DNA. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Checking convictions also says, great job. Proud of you. Woohoo. Really. Thank you.
Yay, my first live. It's going to be like 5 minutes long, you guys.
It's like almost 12 minutes. You're doing
Ooh,
good.
12 minutes.
But yeah, no, I think this actually broke it down really nicely for everyone. Thank you.
You are welcome. If there's nothing
And
else, I should probably just stop now because I'm all a little giggly.
yeah, BB says, I'm glad you did this.
Thank you, BB.
Yeah, no, everyone's really enjoying the live. And I think this was a great job. And hopefully it clears up some things. I definitely learned something today.
Well, that's good. I'm just wanting to teach people, especially the newcomers, what I can, what I've learned, what I've researched, how I've researched it, just so that they don't feel the need to be into these holes that just go nowhere. And I do plan on doing a couple more. I kind of want to. I have a couple ideas,
Yeah.
a couple of misconceptions that I feel can be proven with some sort of evidence or.
I was just gonna say, if anybody watching wants to leave a comment in Jinx's comment section of something you would like to see her explain, she's very, very well versed in this case and very intelligent. In fact, that's why we call her Two Brain.
Aw, now you're just making me blush, you guys.
It's the truth.
So yeah, if you have any questions or yeah, you need anything explained, feel free to comment. And I'll try to pick it up and see what I have on whatever topics you bring to me. I have a couple already I'm working on, so I'm hoping for a little bit of a better presentation next time using a different.
This was great, though. I like the way you did it.
Okay. All right. I guess I shall end my live. I appreciate you all coming. Thank you for watching, and I'll be peeking in again very soon. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you, Becca. Thank you for being my eyes.
Thank you.
All right. Bye now.